Boom.
My shit's almost over.
That was a big joke one time. I swear. I made it big.
Yeah.
They fucked me.
Yeah, well, at least fucking Twitter did.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm not good with Twitter. Fuck them.
You think Elon will bring it back?
I hope he brings back Periscope, but I doubt it. I heard he's going to bring back Vine.
Oh, no shit.
I've heard people talk. I don't even know what Vine is. I mean, Vine was before Periscope, I guess.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. That'd be cool. We're back in the studio on a Friday night. I got my my brother, my closest brother, my oldest brother, and an OG Periscope user. I don't know if anybody knows what that was or what that is. One of the original formats
Streaming
and
sites. Yeah,
streaming
like,
sites.
live streaming sites.
Yeah. It was Twitter hosted, and he used to bring me on. We'd do episodes for hours. It was video, audio, amazing, but
Yeah, Insane Mechanic.
Insane Mechanic. That's where the name comes
Car
from.
questions, car problems.
That's where it comes
if
from.
you have them, we are here to help.
This is Dirty D, so appropriately known on OK Live right now.
Yeah, I'm on OK Live on a Russian streaming site.
Yeah.
Which is similar to Periscope, but it's the only place I can do any of my UFC or anything like that because it's illegal. So
It's Russian.
yeah, it's Russian. I think we're on the OK Live site right now and I have a couple people, but
Yeah,
I think one of them's a bot.
I think
so.
this is another milestone for this podcast as well as being live streamed.
Yeah, on OK Live, yeah.
Yeah.
This is your first time on OK Live. Welcome. Yeah, it's
So
great.
it's a good time.
Yeah, splasiva.
I'm super excited to have you here, to have you, just kind of dabble in everything that we went through with the whole Periscope story. And
Yeah.
you've been doing it collectively for how long?
Probably 8 to 10 years, but I'm a bad judge of time, so
I mean-
I think I did Periscope for a good 6 to 7 at least.
That sounds
and
right.
then when Periscope got shut down, I went to Twitter for about 1 week, and they got rid of me immediately for copyright infringement. And then I went to Tango, which is a cam girl site. Which one of my guys that had a foot fetish suggested I went to
Tango.
go to, and that was fun, except a lot of the married guys would be like, dude, there's too many cam girls on here. And then I probably spent about $30-$40 on cam girls. Well, they would be like in Venezuela or the Philippines, and they'll just do anything you want.
Was this like an earlier version of OnlyFans?
I don't know. It's like a streaming site. It's called Tango. I don't know. Check it out. There's a bunch of chicks on there. They say, "Hey, baby, how are you doing?" Yeah, and they would call because my name on there is Fi Compa because that's all I was doing is fights, and they would call me Fi or Fee. Hey, Fee. Yeah.
Okay.
I did meet a Filipino chick on there I thought she was a cam chick, and then she ended up just being a girl in her bedroom that was bored during COVID, and she'd go. Hey, how are you? Did you get sleep?
Did you sleep well?
Hello, Dustin.
Well, she's probably not German. That's my fault.
Yeah, no, she was Filipino. And then she did show me her tits one time, but like in a medical way. I would just FaceTime with her, and she would say yes, I have a lump in my breast that I had to get removed.
Oh,
And
medicinal
it's like,
purposes.
oh, yeah, this is medicinal stuff. I had this lump in my breast that had to get removed. And I go, oh, really? And she says, I have another one, but I can't go because of COVID. And you want to see the scar? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me see it.
Sure.
Nice. Island titties. I mean, nice island titties.
Oh,
and
man.
then she's like, yes, I have a lump in the other one. Can I see that one too? Like maybe, by the way, what kind of panties are you wearing? And then, she showed me her panties. I don't know. It was good. Tango was great for a while, but the problem with Tango was the comments would go sideways. So I had the same problem with Twitter, that the comments, when you put the phone sideways, the comments would go sideways.
Yeah, and that makes them really hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I'd have my head sideways the whole fucking entire time.
I do remember doing that a couple of times.
Yeah, it sucked. So Tango, then I went to Haps, which Haps is in Europe somewhere. And, I don't know.
The ring light went out.
Okay. Yeah, Haps, and that was going good. Haps was great. I mean, I actually had a pretty good following on Haps. I took maybe 150 to 200 people with me from Periscope refugees. And then, and I had a couple guys that were legit on there.
Periscope refugees.
Yeah,
I like
but
that.
then they updated the Haps, I guess their app, and they fucked everything up. So from there, everybody was lost, and then we went to OK Live, and that's where I'm at now.
Nobody has a home.
Yeah, and this is like the Russian Periscope, but I mean, I don't get suspended for anything. They just take it down for copyright stuff. So
I see.
when I'm doing UFC pay-per-views right now, which you're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to broadcast these things live because you're supposed to pay for them, evidently. But now they just shut it. It just shuts down just as copyright. They don't ever suspend me. They don't like so Periscope. Anybody that knows Periscope, back in the day, you would get suspended. You would get one warning, and then they would let you. Then you.
I forgot about the warning system.
I would plead with them and say, "This is my life. Don't do this to me." All this other shit, And
No.
they'd give me the account back, and then eventually they would suspend you. And then, I mean, I probably had 15 Periscope accounts. The biggest one probably had 5,000 people, and that was fun. That was the height, making maybe $100 a week on donations and stuff.
It was a pretty secure following.
Yeah, I mean, and it was. At the end, I was just doing UFC and movies, pretty much. I mean, my last one, I went to Florida and did a bunch of Adderall, and so I was kind of doing like a life story thing as well. Like everybody was watching what I was doing, the girlfriends I was going through. And then also
Vicariously.
Yeah, and then also faking it till I made it, like fake it till you make it type stuff. So just kind of being a troll, like just acting like I had shit going on when I really didn't. Like like
You did good. I mean.
It was fun. It was I learned how to content create doing all that shit.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I was so excited to be able to expose that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and then when you lived at my house, I made you, once a week maybe at least. You have to do an Insane Mechanic.
Get your ass up. We got to do an episode.
Yeah, hey, you be hungover. I don't care what the situation is. Like you got to do an Insane Mechanic. So Insane Mechanic is where Sage is a mechanic, and you had the Insane Mechanic moniker for a long time, right? Like, I mean, that was your...
Yeah, it was a joke for a long time, but it stuck.
Yeah, because it was even a joke on Periscope in a way. Like,
yeah.
It's Insane Mechanic, car questions, car problems. If you have them, we're here to help. And all we have to do is just basically bullshit for fucking 2 hours and get fucked up.
There'd be like 20 minutes of legitimate questions.
Yeah, and then there'd be the...
And then it goes south.
Which I didn't know about, but like the bullshit car questions. Like, so the lighter fluid or the blinker fluid.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, there's all these ones you knew about that I didn't know about.
Like the people used to throw the 710 cap around.
Yeah, there's all these.
Just
there's
stupid
things you
shit.
know that I would never fucking know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was interesting. But every once in a while, you would solve somebody's problem. It was kind of amazing that there would be some people that had legit car questions. Like they would write a whole paragraph. And
there was people that emailed me continuously for like a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it was actually really fascinating. It was really cool to do.
Yeah, that was just one of my troll bits, like fucking just Monica time, I'd have Monica, my ex-girlfriend, come over, and I know she would, as soon as I'd just start feeding her beers, she would fall over, she would fucking say dumb shit, she would fucking eventually throw up, or fucking show her tits, or want to play Booty Beanbag, Booty Beanbag was a great game. This is a game, she thought this up, people thought, oh, Dirty D, this is what an idea. And I'm like, she came over with a couple beanbags one time and just said, I think it would be a great idea if you like bend me over a chair, pull my pants down so I have my bare ass showing, and then throw beanbags and try to make them into my asshole, like as a score.
Damn.
Like a bullseye.
Holy
right?
shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, we did that. It was a big hit. People loved it. I even put the puppet on my hand. Like I had this rabbit puppet.
I remember the
Chompers,
rabbit.
This dirty Chompers rabbit. Yeah, his teeth are all dirty and fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
I would make him retrieve the beanbags out of her ass.
Go get the beanbag.
Yeah. And then, it was great. And then people would say, oh, you need to wash that dirty rabbit.
No, that's part of the
No, we want to keep that rabbit.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah, dirty and stinky. Yeah.
You know what I think? This is kind of funny. I don't know why it crossed my mind, but one of the things that I do when I upload these is if they are, then I have to mark them explicit.
Oh, really?
Guess what? You get to be a first of.
The first explicit?
Yeah, dude.
Can I smoke a joint in here too?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I socked one. I don't.
I socked one.
Yeah,
I snuck it in.
Yeah, like at a concert.
I'm just glad you didn't fucking keister it, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That'd have been awkward.
No, I got a hemorrhoid. I don't try to keister nothing.
No,
I'd be terrible in prison.
When you guys see any of the video clips from this particular podcast, you're probably gonna look and tell me that I'm full of shit, and that's not your actual brother. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you right now, he is actually my biological fucking brother.
Yeah, we have the same mom.
Yeah, we have the same mom. So I guess a lot of people would say half brother. He's half he's half like Spanish and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
and
I'm a mutt.
we just have different dads. But he, I guess what I'm getting at is, I can't fucking tell you no. First of all, he's my fucking oldest brother, so I'm just not gonna say no.
I didn't know it's a studio, so like.
It's all good.
But I think you're cool. I mean, I don't think you're not like you never been uptight about that type
No,
of shit.
make this. I want this to be. This is a safe space. We're here to fucking to get shit out, to get it in.
This is great for me. I always wanted to be on a podcast, and I mean, my dream was to be on the Church of What's Happening with Joey Diaz.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I know at one time in Periscope. I mean, I fantasize a lot about a lot of things. Like this is, I mean, the way you make it sometimes is by visualizing things, right? Like things that you want to happen, or just like, kind of living the dream in your mind, So, yeah, there was a period when I was on Periscope that I was thinking, oh man, I could get big enough on this that I could eventually be on the Church of What's Happening and watch a league get dosed, and like fucking hear Tony Bennett, pick up the pieces. But well, I'm here. I'm here on Me Versus Me, and what's happening now, it doesn't exist anymore. So,
I mean, I like to think that my outreach at some point, it's obviously going to be a lot of years, but I like to think that my outreach at some point is going to be significant. I'm going to stand to that, and I'm going to keep putting out content.
That's good. I mean, that's the thing.
I hope that leads me to a bigger, better.
Yeah, I mean, the thing you have to do anything like this, content creating, you have to be obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like I know you have an obsessive personality. My advice would be like, you'd have, because you jump things, right? So this is like, as my brother, I know that you'll go from one thing to another, right? Like, but you have an obsessive personality where you'll make anything work. You'll make anything work.
So what you're saying isn't wrong about
you just gotta stick with it.
My jumping thing. Well, this has been.
I just came home with another truck tonight.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
When you lived with me, you would have 2 vehicles, if not 3, at all times.
Yeah, dude. You gotta have security. That's my daily, so I can keep the miles off my new truck.
I think at one time or another, I had to tell you, like, hey. 2 cars is like.
Oh, you shut it down for sure.
Come on, man. You can't have a car lot here, dude.
Yeah. You shut it down, and that's fine. But there was some form of a drive that I had wanting to do this.
Yeah. I'm impressed by the whole setup and everything.
I've been working on it for probably a little over a year now.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm kind of surprised from where it started.
I love the logo. I mean, the logo's fucking great. Which I'm a big logo person. So like to me, like the logo's very important. The name's good, but like I said, when I first looked it up, I was like, oh, there's a couple more. But yours comes up right away now. The first thing it pops up.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's so great. I love that.
Yeah. So
this is going to be the first.
But the other guys that had that they're kind of bums. I mean, I could tell
they are bums. Yeah.
They're not even doing it anymore.
No.
They just like had the name or something.
We're gonna give a little shout out for the logo creator. His name has not been mentioned on here before, but it's Sheldon. I think his last name is Stevens.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that's wrong, Sheldon.
I know Sheldon knows his last name is Stevens. But.
Sheldon Amanda. But he has been a very huge supporter on the IT side of this. He's gave me equipment. He built the logo himself. He made that by hand, which, by the way, is endless possibilities. That's what that represents.
The logo's fucking great.
That's your fucking brain.
But also, I'm a GTA person, so to me, that's a fucking GTA map. I mean, yeah, anybody that wants to, well, fuck, I was gonna say, I was starting to Twitch for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, but you know what? I realized, like, as much as I love GTA, it's my like, it's something I do for like relaxation.
Well, if you wanna plug.
Yeah, I'm not gonna plug because I'm not gonna do anything on there. Like, I'll plug OK Live if you wanna. If you watch fights, go to OK Live, Fight Compa.
I just happened to look over.
Yeah, okay. We got a couple people.
OK Live was fucking scrolling.
So any of my people that are from OK Live, what up? Yeah.
So. Shout out to him.
To Sheldon, yeah, 100%. I don't want. I really do like that logo, like a ton.
Yeah,
like,
he surprised me with his the initiative that he wanted to be a part of this was outstanding. So you guys will meet him soon. His story will be coming out.
Yeah, he was like what kind of style was he? That he had they had a certain haircut, like
Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon.
I wouldn't know how to classify him if I wanted.
Yeah, I know Dev showed me a picture before. He had like, I wish I knew the style. Like, I'm not up on this shit, but like,
I'm not either. Yeah.
Anyway,
I thought it was super.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He was in here last Friday, just working on shit with me, and it was fucking super cool because like he's going through some shit in life, as we all are.
Yeah.
And I finally got the opportunity to sit down and just talk to him about fucking whatever's going on in his life, and that was I think he needed it for one.
He needs some counseling.
For two, like him and I are two completely opposite dudes.
Yeah.
Like I'm a blue collar dude.
Right. He's more emo. That's what I was gonna say. He's like kind of like on the emo. I'm on the emo end of
The
stuff.
his look.
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's tame now. I think at one time or another he really was emoed out.
He's a super intelligent IT guy.
That's
he,
great.
He knows computers inside and out.
So, but he doesn't have enough time to do what you need him to do. Like you need. I mean, you have to get another. Like,
no, he's done what I needed to be done.
Okay.
He just doesn't have all the time to dedicate.
So he gave you the starter kit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The good starter kit. But him and I, like I said, blue collar IT guy.
Right.
Two completely different individuals. We got to talking for 2 hours and found out realistically at our professional and we'll say fatherly wants, we are really fucking not that different. And it was perfect because that's exactly what we're trying to accomplish here.
Right.
I want to show you that two different ends of this planet can meet in the middle.
Well, yeah,
By
you've always had a diverse group of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're a city person. You were born in Bellflower. You know, both of us were born in the same fucking hospital, which is crazy. Bellwood
I forget
General.
about that.
Yeah. So, and then you've lived in Phoenix, you know, your entire life. This is a big city, man. I mean, this is when you live in the city, you have a different type of. I hate to use the word like je ne sais quoi. This is like a fucking French word. Like you have a style. You have like, you know, not that in the country you don't. That's a different type of style. But
Yeah.
in the city, you learn how to live around a lot of different types of people, a lot of different types of attitudes. You know, like
You become diverse.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, I like being around a lot of different types of people. I don't want to be around just white people. I don't want to be around just Mexican people or just black. I want to be around like a fucking bunch of different people.
I mean, I am thankful for it.
You know, I don't mind it. I mean, I've been in situations where I'm around nothing but fucking white people or nothing but Mexican people. But it's like, much rather just be around just all kinds of. You live in the city, any big city, you're gonna have that. You know, I don't want to live any place where it's just like. Well, I don't know. Maybe at the end of my life, I'll fucking live. I think about this, right? Like moving up north or something. Everybody says this, right? In Phoenix, oh,
Up
you're gonna move up
north, yeah,
north.
we're-
You're gonna go to Flag.
We're going to retire in Flagstaff.
And then I'm like, what the fuck would I do up there? I do like birds, you know, like I'm gonna look at the birds, but you know, like I need to hear like somebody revving their engine at fucking 2 a.m. You know, like I'm wondering what that guy does.
Fucking sirens.
I'm wondering, yeah, sirens or a helicopter or
Oh,
like a
shit.
couple gunshots like off in the fucking distance. You know,
Yeah.
pop, pop. I mean, sometimes I'll wake up at 3 a.m. This hasn't happened recently, but and then they'll just be off in the distance, just pop, 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 pop. You know, or a trrrrat, or somebody, and you just wonder, what the fuck happened over there.
That's
you know?
exactly it, too, is you just wonder
And then
what
you go
happened.
back to bed.
Yeah.
You just go back to bed.
You're
you
like,
know?
oh.
Yeah. Is that somebody just
Oh, somebody's not alive
having
anymore.
a good time like they're in Beirut? Because you know in the Middle East that any
Beirut.
celebration, well, not I don't want to blanket the whole Middle East, but there's certain parts of the Middle East that whenever they have a celebration, they'll just shoot off their guns.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no fucking
Yeah.
There's no what's the law that we have here? There's a Manda law. No, there.
Oh, fuck. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about because that girl that girl got shot in the top of the head.
Right. But like you know,
I know exactly what you're Oh, shit. That's going to bug me now.
anyway.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad, like, I hope you can get as many people in as possible. You do know a lot of different types of people, so that's cool. I mean, you got to get Bill Bob in here. You
Ooh.
know?
I'm down to try.
He'll do it. I'll convince him.
I'll
you
try.
Know? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
eventually, somewhere down the line, when you get your stuff together. I mean, so Bill Bob is the reason I started Periscope. I mean,
Yeah, because of his interesting
I
life.
mean, I was like pumping Bill so much, but I had knew him in the past when he was a kid. We worked together at Toys R Us.
Mm-hmm.
I was his boss and shit. I could always tell the guys fucking had something special. You know, like he's a good dude. You know what I mean? Like,
He really is at heart.
yeah, he's got a lot of.
He's such a good
qualities
dude,
that you
yeah.
gotta look-
He is always thinking of it. If it came down to it and you needed his whole fucking wardrobe, guess what he would do?
He's the kindest coke dealer you're ever gonna meet.
I'm blessed to go, Bill Bob.
Okay, like he's not gonna listen to this. So it doesn't matter. Not yet, anyway. But
that's good.
he wasn't. So when I first
The
started,
kindest coke dealer you're ever gonna meet.
Yeah, he is. Let's get on his bad side.
Yeah, don't
And
do
he'll-
that.
Then he'll fucking kick your teeth out in the parking lot.
Probably fucking kill you.
Yeah, well, he might. I don't know.
He might fucking
I
unalive
don't know
you.
if he's got any of those on his belt, but
He-
yeah, when I originally did
knife.
Periscope, that was my first thing I did was Bill Bob's Garage, and I went to the Magyarin with Billy, and
I remember this.
his parents have a cabin. Have you been in the Magyarin before?
I've been to the Rim once.
Okay.
but
So-
never with purpose. Never.
Okay, but
no-
I mean, you went there and you looked over the rim and seen everything.
Mhm.
It's pretty mesmerizing.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So he took me up there, and I was already thinking about this kind of creative shit I wanted to do before this. I guess it was like a bunch of shit rattling around in my mind or something. So he takes me up to this cabin. I guess his family's had this cabin since the 50s. They were like the first Mexican people to have like a cabin up there or something.
Is this where his hunting grounds are?
No, that's somewhere else. Like that javelina hunting. This is like, it's just some cabin on like some little piece of land. But there's other cabins too. There's actually other cabins that his family owns, but they don't get along. That's another weird thing. You go there.
Oh, yeah, you
He
know
has
what?
family that's in other cabins that'll come up there, but they don't talk because they're like.
I think he told me about that
Yeah,
stuff too. Yeah.
So we go up to this place. Big Rob comes up. Do you know Big Rob?
I love Big Rob.
Big
Shout
Rob,
out.
Big Rube,
Mhm.
which Big Rube is dead, passed away.
He passed away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this guy Carl, which is Big Rube's friend, and we all went up to the rim, and I had a fucking breakdown because I just seen the beauty of it for whatever reason, and I literally wanted to jump off the fucking rim. I mean, I was just like imagining, just like, not in a depressed way, not in a, like a
Right.
suicidal way, more just like, oh my god, I'm so enticed by the beauty, and like something in my life was just like, but Billy fucking caught into that right away. Like he must have seen other people that happened to them before. He took me to the rim with the purpose of seeing me break like that because he was already telling me, you got to see the rim, dude. I got to show you the rim. Like he's probably seen this happen before.
He's intuitive, man.
He knows. So
He knows nature.
dude. He called me back like a fucking dog. Like he just basically was like, Dust, like D, don't do that.
Just
D,
fucking
don't.
Get away from the ledge.
Get away from that fucking
Get
rim.
away from the
Get away
ledge.
from that fucking rim. And then I just went over and found another ledge that was like more just bigger and just fucking cried right there for a while. Just cried.
Gotta let it
and
out.
then we went up to a lake that's at the top of the mountain that kind of looks like an alpine lake. I don't know. It's pretty cool looking lake. And then just hung out with the guys. Got fucked up. Went back, to the cabin. Got fucked up for another day or two. Watched movies. Just did guy shit. You know, it's cool in this little creaky ass fucking cabin. There's a second story, but it's so small. I'm the only person that could fit up there. Like it's not made for. You're never gonna be able to fit up there.
You were the only person.
I was the only motherfucker that could fit up. Billy said that's where the kids would sleep and shit. But I'm like, everybody else is fucking just camping out in the fucking living room. Billy don't even sleep in that cabin. He sleeps in his truck.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
I'm like, why you sleep in the truck? That's what I do. I'm gonna sleep in my truck. I don't sleep in that cabin.
He's a fucking.
He spent too much time in that
He's a
cabin.
fucking true groundsman, dude.
Yeah, he's
He's one with everything.
right.
Fucking crazy
He is
bastard.
like he is like fucking eagle feather.
I
or
do need to
whatever.
get Eagle Feather. I do need to get his ass on here.
He's a great hunter, man. I mean, that guy.
Oh, I know.
I mean, so all the things I was saying about him when I was promoting him on Periscope. Oh, I didn't even finish. So when I came back back into town, I just had this idea. It was like, he was already telling me how he had these parties at his house every weekend, And he didn't sell coke at the time. He was just selling weed and dabs and shit. But he was like, I have these people over here. Just come over every weekend. We'll fucking party. Like fucking hang out. And so I'd go over there. We'd smoke weed, fucking hang out, party. And I just loved it. I loved the atmosphere. There's a lot of bikers, a lot of cholos, a lot of fucking, And so I just got this idea of like, let me just be embedded over here. Would you let me? He don't even know what it is.
Fucking fly on the wall.
Yeah, can I just come over here and just like, he never gave me any parameters. It was all trolling. It was just like, hey, I'm going to act like I have a show. I'm going to call it Bill Bob's Garage. I'm going to promote it for 2 weeks. And then we're going to go live in his garage, right? So, yeah. And then it was like a lot of people liked it. I don't know. It was pretty interesting to just like film out of somebody's garage that was like a biker. Had a bunch of lowrider cars. You know the cars he has.
Yeah.
Has guns, has fucking animals. Like, he's just a dynamic human being, you know? So I was promoting him all the time. And then when he would go away on his hunting trips, then I would have not anything to do. So then I would come up with new shit. So I would interview homeless people at the Circle K by the house.
God, I forgot about that, dude.
And then also,
Holy shit.
I went to your work. Remember, like we did
Yeah.
Sage worked at the Buffalo Chip. as
Chip.
a bouncer, and this is like in Cave Creek. Anybody in Arizona knows? Cave Creek is like it's kind of a bougie, like, I mean, okay, it's a weird area, right? So there's like
How would you explain that?
there's a lot of rich people that live up in that area.
Okay, if I can give you the most common description, it's where Cave Creek is. They host Bike Week.
They host Bike Week, and it's beautiful, but there's like, I can't imagine a whole lot of violence going on there.
It's a little fucking tourist trap.
It's a tourist trap.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
Tourist trap. So, yeah, Sage worked at the Buffalo Chip, so I went there. I think it was maybe my second or third episode I was doing, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. And I got kicked out. I think I was asked to leave, but I think I was trashed before that even happened. There was one girl that took my phone because she thought I was
They were
filming
just
her
like,
ass.
yeah, you can't
And
do this.
Yeah. Some Japanese people were very irritated with me because I just kept asking them like, "How do you like the rodeo?" Because there was a rodeo going on there, and
It's so crazy to think now because like when that was like fuck, dude, that was like we'll say 2014, 15.
yeah, that was. A
Oh,
while.
you know what?
When was it?
I say 17. Only because I'm trying to remember when it burnt down.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I left right
It was
before.
a year before it burnt down.
Right?
probably.
No, it was right before it burnt down.
Okay.
I left.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's right. Because I would blame it on you too.
I left.
Yeah. On Periscope, I would say
I left up right before it burnt down.
I would say Insane Mechanic got wrongfully
He
accused.
fucking hated his job and he burnt that bitch down.
The place down.
You know how many people texted me that day? They were like, "Dude, how bad did you hate your fucking job?" I was like, "I didn't do this."
Is the Buffalo Chip back now? Do you have any idea?
No, yeah. It's huge. It's just more of a tourist trap.
Isn't it a Packer bar too?
It's still, yeah. The owner has since passed,
Oh, okay.
so he's gone.
Rest in peace, Rest in peace, cocksucker.
Oh,
I don't know the guy. He's probably a nice guy. Who
fucking
knows?
Larry.
He's a fucking Packer fan.
he was an
Some
okay
cheese,
dude.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was it. That was a crazy time because that was before everybody started like walking around with their phones and
Yeah.
recording everything.
yeah, that was the very beginning. So I think YouTube was around, but that's not from your phone. Like you weren't. So yeah, Periscope might have been the first big one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Something I really never thought about if there was one before this.
Mm-hmm.
Before Periscope, Periscope was the big one, and it's owned by Twitter, so it had all this. So what the thing I didn't understand about Periscope is like, even if I'm broadcasting on Periscope, it's going on Twitter, which I didn't even have Twitter at the time. I mean, I think I originally just had Periscope without Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes I would get these accounts that were attached to Twitter just because I had so many accounts that I was just like, you know, I would lose them and then just create new. I would lose them, go through depression for fucking a day and a half to 2 days, and then I would think every time like, I'm not gonna do this anymore, man. I
You had
can't,
that
I
PPD.
can't fucking go through this again. And then I would just be so obsessed. I would just I can't. And then I would be talking to people outside of that, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh, what's up? Like, especially with the fight stuff. What's up? We're gonna.
I remember, man. It was crazy. It was such a weird. It's so weird to fucking look
It
back
went by
on.
so fucking fast, dude.
The way
Like,
things are now, it's so crazy to fucking look back and be like, that was the beginning point.
yeah,
Where
and it's-
people were barely looking at their smartphones.
Dude, people still miss Periscope so much. Like, I mean, I miss it a lot, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably still be doing this. I mean, there was a time when I really thought, like, how in the fuck could I, like. All right, so on Periscope, I had a private room. And this is the
I
thing I,
remember
always
that.
fucking forget about is that, like, if I just had a fucking private room, I put 3 to fucking 500 people in there.
Uh-huh.
And we're having a giant watch party. And it's just like fucking nobody's taking anything down. It's like. Yeah, I miss those days because OK Live I can do that, and there's some I don't get that many people, but it's like I'm in the fucking gulag. Fuck. Damn, man.
Oh shit!
Why'd they do this to me?
The real expression comes out. You know what's fucked up is all the shit that you want to get away with now. There's a place you can get away with it,
Where?
and you're
Dark web?
you're avoiding it.
What?
It's TikTok.
No, but I'll tell you why I can't.
We had this talk.
Yeah, I tell you why I can't because I don't have 1,000 followers.
Oh yeah. Well, that's easy to accommodate.
Yeah, but it's like
1,000 followers is easy. But the complicated part that I remember you not wanting to deal with, which is fine, was you're probably going to get in some shit with that first account, so you're going to have to fucking
keep getting new accounts.
spam accounts.
I mean, the thing is, does TikTok have a private room? I don't think they do.
I tell you what, I'll do some R&D.
God damn it, man! Fucking Periscope, like that. Elon,
Oh,
I know Elon's listening right now. He's a big fan of your podcast.
we're calling. I
Yeah.
fucking wish,
Yeah.
dude. I would
Elon.
love to. I'm gonna say try to have a conversation
If
with
you
him.
could do one, I know SpaceX is great. I know the Tesla's great. The underground tunnel, the Neuralink, all the shit's great. Periscope was great. Bring it back, dude. Like,
Come on, Elon.
Yeah, I met so many cool people off of Periscope. I mean, the lady I'm meeting in Vegas in 3 weeks, I met her off Periscope. LPD.
Excuse me.
Her name's LPD. It sounds like a police department. But
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Man, so that is a glimpse into the recent past, which is
yeah, it's super fucking quick.
The
You know
s-
how fast time fucking flies, dude?
it is super fucking quick because if you think about it, we in 2000, we'll say 2010 because that seems fair. In 2010, we were barely on the cusp of figuring out how to work these goddamn smartphones and how to make everything as extreme as it is now.
I remember switching from like a flip phone to the keyboard that flipped out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Like
This
some people had a Sidekick, or I think I had a Motorola, but
so the ultimate use of the cell phone happened, we'll say, 2005.
yeah, we're integrated.
2005 is when it really fucking
We're half bots right now. I mean, we're half cyborg.
yeah, 100%. And then all the way up until now, we're only talking about a 20-year span. In 20 years, we've made progress from being able to talk to one another from different houses wirelessly to this thing that is attached to us.
Yeah.
We have unlimited bandwidth
I'm accepting of it. Like,
to any information that
I've
you want to
accepted
have.
the genie in. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I mean, even with the,
I'm just excited to see what's next, to be honest with you.
I mean, I guess like VR is like the next step into all this shit. But you know,
I've heard that's been failing lately.
yeah, but they're gonna make it better and better.
Oh yeah,
And,
100%.
You know, just.
But I
imagine-
also
just
see a
imagine
lot-
what VR is gonna be like in 20 years.
I also see a lot of guys humping their couches because they're on VR,
I mean,
having sex with some random thing.
dude, just I know the era before like Pornhub,
Mhm.
like where guys were jacking off to anything, like jacking off to fucking JCPenney ads and
JC
like,
Penney.
I
Oh, the bra
mean,
ads.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck. Thank God that our mom was not uptight. She was more hippie-ish, you know, where like she didn't give a fuck over jacking off or whatever. I used to keep a fucking magazine under the sink, you know, like.
Mhm.
Did you ever see a magazine I had under the sink or no?
Before, so I don't know, man.
Okay,
I was
don't
so
know,
naive
but,
for a
I mean,
long time.
I'm trying to think. At one house, I had one under there, and my mom, you know, I mean, those magazines, if you have them, they're greasy. Like, you know, you may even hand it down to one of your friends. They don't give a fuck.
No.
You know, like you always find them in a park. You know, and they're kind of one page is ripped out, like because some guy took that one with him. You know. Yeah, no, it's. I remember the first time, like, being with friends and a guy busting out like a video, like a VHS tape, and then we just watch porn together. Like people like they'll say, "Oh, that's fucking gay," and it's like we had no other options. It's just like somebody busts out a fucking tape, and it's like, "Well, what the fuck is this?" And then we would like watch all this shit and just be like, "Oh shit." Oh man, he's getting her doggy style and shit. What the fuck? We were going crazy. Like we just couldn't even believe it. Like it's like a spectator sport. But I'm sure everybody's grabbing their dicks, and then later on they're probably like, fucking putting on the spank bank and like,
Yep.
you know, like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different world.
I listen to a lot of different podcasts now that they all kind of dabble in the same conversation that you're kind of headed towards is the porn access that kids have these days. Dude, what the fuck do you do with that?
You could look at it a couple different ways. Like, those guys are not as horny. Like, so the dogs that I grew up with, because they weren't getting the fucking poison out, which I mean, you know, what I mean is like jacking off and fucking, because you can't. There's no guys. Maybe the guys now that lock themselves in the room, they're not hurting nobody. They're hurting themselves basically. I
Right.
mean, you know what I mean? You're hurting your social skills. You're getting in touch with your dick. You know, but like,
Fuck, man.
Yeah, like, it becomes to the point where maybe you can't even bust a nut without your fucking hand because your dick only knows your fucking hand.
Yeah.
You know, like, a pussy's not good enough anymore, but I need my fucking hand, you know, with the cover so fucking, with whatever grease you want to fucking put on there. Whatever fucking, Chris, I tell you.
Don't talk about Crisco.
Oh, I won't mention any names on this one.
Yeah,
but
don't do it.
There was one person that lived in the garage, the same one you lived in.
Oh God.
There's many people that live there.
Yeah, you don't even have to tell me
But
who.
there was one person that got kicked out,
Mhm.
and I had to clean out the room.
Mhm.
And I found a big Vaseline jar with 2 giant finger chunks out of it.
Oh.
And I was just like, fuck! I got so mad. And then there's a bunch of just mostly black chick porn on DVDs. And they were greasy. They had fingerprints and shit.
They were
And-
greasy.
Oh, yeah. And I just was like, the other thing was in there. There was Gatorade bottles with throw up in them.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a little. But this is somebody that went through some stuff,
Mhm.
you know. So I
The mental
put the
capacity.
fucking biggest trash can I could find, you know, the trash can outside the fucking house,
Mhm.
and I just put it all in there, dude. And I was
Yeah.
mad. I was ready to fucking blow up. I mean,
That's a little. It's a
yeah,
little
it was
much.
traumatizing for me. Anytime you find a Vaseline jar or fucking whatever that square thing is with 2 gigantic chunks out of it, like that 2 chunks. You know, like damn, this guy was going hard. Like
damn, you've mixed in quite a bit of emotion with story. I'm pretty into it.
yeah, I hope you're not turned on by it.
Oh, not that last one. You killed it with the last one, bud.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Before we get too close to the ending, if it's all right, I would like to dabble a little bit in now that we have a pretty good glimpse into the last 20 years of your life. Maybe express a little bit about, we have I have you, I have another brother, I have a sister,
Brandon, season,
and you guys are all kind of derivatory of the same family.
Right.
I'm the only one of me.
Well, we're all mixed up. Well, I'm kind of different too because I have a different dad than them two also.
That's right. I forget.
But I was raised with their dad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my dad, really. Like when people, it gets confusing because people, my racial background is confusing.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking, my family dad story is fucking confusing. So it's like my dad that raised me, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was 2, I would not even know I had a different dad if they would never told me.
Mm-hmm.
But then, my mom had me with somebody else. This guy Valentino. Pico Rivera. And she always told me he was Mexican. And so when they finally told me, they sat me down and said, like, hey, we got to tell you. I was probably like 8 or something. I don't know. Hey, we have to tell you that your Steve, your dad, is not really your dad. Your real dad is somebody else.
At 8?
So they got to tell me all this shit. I think it was about 8, 9. I don't know. I could be wrong on the age. I don't know. Somewhere around there. All I was worried about at that time was like, are you guys gonna get divorced or like what's?
That's the only thing you cared about.
That's all I cared about. And they were like, no. And I was like, can I go out and play? I literally did not give a shit. My family life was great. Like my dad was great. My mom was
True
great.
testament to who has been taking care of you.
Yeah, didn't give a fuck.
Steve.
Didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Later on in my life, like when I was 15, Gabe's mom got in touch with our mom, which Gabe is, Gabe now, but which is my brother from my biological father. And Gabe, now that I know him, like I'm in touch with him and we're
He's an amazing dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But he always used to dream about having a big brother. Like, I mean, he always knew I was out there. So to him, it was a big deal for him to meet me.
Is he younger than you?
He's younger than me. He's Brandon's age.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like 4 years younger than me. So, yeah, it was a big deal for him. But for me, it's like I already had so many brothers and sisters. And, like, you guys are already my family.
Right.
Like, so
it's already set.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, you weren't around yet. I don't think 15?
No.
You weren't around yet.
Close.
So, yeah. But, like, so I never really got in contact. I didn't have any desire to get in contact. I still really like Tino. I have no desire to get in contact with him or meet him or anything like that. The one thing that is cool, Gabe gave me a picture of him that is so fucking cool that I was like, all right, that's my dad. Like, I mean, that's my biological dad. Just the one picture. That's all I needed. He never did anything bad to me. So I don't mean he didn't. I mean, they went to court over me as a kid, and he wanted to have my name, his last name, Cerna. So I go by Pesquera, but his name is Cerna. And then, so he always got a bad rap, kind of. I don't know. I don't hold him. I don't really care. I had a great dad. I had a great dad and great family. So I don't really. That's one thing I tell mom. Like whenever she's down on herself or whatever, is like, I don't know. Like I had a great upbringing, so I don't have the same issues that everybody else does in a way. Like so, yeah. But what else do I want to say about? Well, also like. Your dad was a cool guy too. Like, I mean, so like I have a biological father.
Mm-hmm.
I have a guy that I call my dad, Steve. That's
Steve.
my real dad. That's my real dad. No matter what, because even though he's not my blood dad, he's really like the guy that raised me since I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Everything I get my work ethic from him. I got a lot of shit from him. I think I get my looks, of course, from Tino and my style. Because when I seen that picture of Tino, like, so this guy's fucking like 70 years old. I think he's not an optometrist. He makes lenses for like lens crafters.
Do you know if he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he lives in Malibu.
He lives in Malibu.
Fucking like he not only has his own money, he married a chick that has a bunch of money too. So his spread is fucking nice.
Might have to hit up Tino.
Yeah, so if I was a money grubbing bastard, you know what I mean, then I'd be, oh god, I want to get in touch with Tino. I don't care about money. Money's not. I mean, everybody likes money. I just like to have enough to just do what I want to do, and that's it. Just pay your bills, fucking Anyways, yeah, the one picture that Gabe gave me, he's sitting up on his place in Malibu with like a Nike or Adidas sweatsuit with a pair of glasses on, and he just has a cool pose. And he had a sleeve of tattoos, which I didn't know, which I don't care. I'm not really into the sleeve and all that shit. I think it's kind of a waste, honestly, but whatever. Like, it's a waste of money, I think. I don't know. That's my own opinion.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Anyways, he just, the picture was cool. That's all I needed. That's weird. That, like, for some people, everybody has their own thing. For me, that's all I needed was that one picture. Like, people, you ever want to meet him? No, that one picture is all I needed.
Just connected the dots for you.
That's cool. Yeah, he looks like a cool guy. Like, I mean, I have nothing against him. I don't care. Like I said, I had a great dad. Your dad was good. Your dad bailed me out a bunch of shit. I mean, like, he was a good guy too. I got fucking lucky as fuck. You know, like, so yeah.
Yeah. You had a lot of different perspectives on a male figure growing up. Growing up.
Yeah, all cool, non abusive. So, you know, but I was a pretty strong-headed guy too. Like, so, I mean, I don't know. Like, I got very lucky. I'm very blessed. Like, I mean, all the things that are bad that have happened in my life, it has to do with me. Like, doesn't have to do with. There's nobody I can blame shit on. You know, I put myself in all my bad situations. Whether it's going to jail, fucking any of the dumb shit I ever did. I mean, it's mostly being fucking drunk as shit. I wish mom would let me smoke weed. That's the one thing I would say. Like, you know, but that was a different era. I don't know, for whatever reason, mom was like totally opposed to weed because of dad. Because of my dad, not your dad. But
I was like,
yeah, no. No. Well, it's funny because now all they do is smoke weed.
Yeah. That's what I was like.
Yeah, they smoke weed fucking 24 hours a day now.
What do you mean? So the listeners have a little bit of a perspective. How old are you?
I'm 51.
Okay.
Even though today I was thinking, am I 50 or 51?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm 51.
I'm only 34, so
Yeah.
I'm catching up.
I'm bad with ages because it doesn't really matter. Like, I think now more than ever, I think ages probably don't matter as much. Like,
At this point in time, I would agree with you 100%.
Unless you're a fucking 40-year-old guy that wants to date like a 15-year-old or something.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It can get dicey.
Yeah, that's
Except
a little.
if you lived 100 years ago, that would be like not a problem.
No, but
You know, like-
in this day and age, you're gonna meet my buddy Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Just don't
Is that
go-
still around?
Yeah, I mean, I see him all over TikTok, so I'm guessing.
okay. Yeah.
I don't
To
know.
catch a predator. He always looked kind of creepy too. Like I always
Chris,
thought he
yeah.
looked a little creepy.
Why don't you have a seat?
Yeah, why don't you have a seat here? You said right here. Yeah.
What else did you bring? Condoms.
Yeah. I never knew if that was
shit.
a fake show like the Repo show.
I don't know if it was fake or not, but it was good.
Remember the so on True TV there was like the Repo show that was like the two Repo guys. Did you ever see this shit before?
Yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Because for a long time I thought it was real.
Like
and
like
then one time Santana was like, "This is like fake stuff." Like
lizard lick towing, lizard lick
is that what
repo.
it was called? I don't know.
The one that was in like Florida or Alabama or something.
No, this is like.
There was a couple of them for a while.
Do you remember the show Cheaters?
No.
Okay, Cheaters was like a show where like it might even have the Chris Hansen guy. I mean, it might even be the same fucking guy. I want to ask LPD if she's here.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah, it was like where they would catch people cheating, like where like you said you were going to be over here, and it's like, and then they would have them on camera, fucking arguing it out. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Anyway,
Real quick, we're only 45 minutes into this.
okay,
I gotta piss.
go ahead.
So-
You want to stop and come
Yeah,
back?
we're gonna be right back, folks.
All right, cool.
Unpause. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. I had
Back.
to pee.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
I wanted to talk about the truck you got.
Oh.
Yeah. So Sage, he's had approximately maybe 400 to 500 vehicles in
Dude,
his life.
yeah, it's got to be headed there for sure.
I mean, if it's not, like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I had
More
a-
than anybody I've ever known. You should have owned a car lot.
I had a hobby.
Yeah. That is like still a hobby. I mean, evidently. So today Sage came home with a truck that he has to start with a fucking, not a screwdriver, but like a pair of pliers or something. Or like,
Yeah, well, it was I just used the tweezers that came in the truck.
But you are a tow truck guy. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
came from our lot. It was a stolen recovery, and we got the title for it. It's completely legal. I own it. She just needs a little bit of love.
It's got some lowrider tires on it and shit.
Hell yeah, dude. So I got my lifted truck now, and now I got a lowered truck to daily.
What's the purpose of having those tires on that kind of truck like that? Just for looks? Because it, like, I mean, is there any purpose other than that?
I mean, no. If I had like a bunch of horsepower, they'd be a lot better off. But realistically, because
Like it grabs more or something because there's more rubber or something, or like.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
since that truck is completely bone stock, it's gonna do it worse. It's gonna make things worse for it.
We're gonna assume that somebody from Mexico maybe owned that, or at least a Mexican or something, right? Like,
Probably.
I mean, I'm assuming.
Probably, especially in the area I work in. 100%.
The other tires I always trip out on that like Mexicans will have on their cars, like on trucks, like they're like big round tires. Like so, like I'm just wondering, are those like better to go through the fucking desert or like better?
Big round. Are you talking about the really wide ones?
Yeah, really wide, fat.
So that's become like a new trend in like the last. Oh fuck!
I see a
man.
lot of Mexicans from like Mexico having that shit, and I'm just wondering if it's like something.
It's like in
like
the
a more
truck.
durable tire maybe or something.
No,
or?
in the truck world, it's a flex. Like 100%, because those things aren't cheap. Like those things are not cheap at all.
There's no off-road purpose for that.
No, there's actually the opposite. Those are more damaging to your truck.
Okay.
So
yeah, so it's a flex.
It's 100% a money
All right.
flex.
All right.
So, but that's okay. I mean, I support everybody's taste. I've had everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've fucking had everything.
Have you ever had a gold-plated gun or like any kind of shit like that? Like,
That I haven't had. No, that I haven't had. No Chapo shit.
yeah, I mean,
I've had like a nickel-plated fucking chrome gun or something shit like that,
yeah.
but that didn't last long.
How many guns do you have right now?
Dude, I only got like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you're lacking for an Arizona person. That's sacrilege. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta have at least 4, 5. I know. It's so weird. I'm like one of the only people that doesn't own guns that you probably know. Like, do you know anybody else besides me that like literally just doesn't care or doesn't have guns? Because
If I did know them, I wouldn't know that they don't. Because it's not something
they don't talk about it or something.
Yeah, because it's like I've gotten to this weird point. Like I don't like starting conversations that are gonna start off with.
Guns or politics?
I mean, yeah, because I don't want to place myself in a specific direction. Does that make
right.
sense?
I don't know. Like, I mean,
I don't want to place myself like if you look at me right now, I look like a gun-toting fucking Republican.
yeah, it's kind of it's weird because
And
I just look at you as my brother. So
Yeah,
it's like
it's different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to look deeper or
Yeah.
something. Oh, this is the guy that has the truck and the fucking.
Yeah.
But it's like if I just seen you, I don't know. It'd be hard.
I like to place
Sometimes
myself.
I see the little kid. Like,
Fuck. I like to place myself in a very open-minded view. Because I don't know what anybody's worth because of their political views, and quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't give a fuck.
So if you're a Democrat and you're cool as
Nothing's-
fuck to me, then I'll.
Nothing's changed for me, dude. Like all the political shit, every single president's been in office, all that shit. Not a fucking thing's changed for me. Like everything has to do with your own self. Like
I agree with
we
that.
We live in a place that like okay, the political shit is gonna fluctuate back and forth. This is the way they make it, right?
Yeah.
So it's gotta
Yeah.
go. You're not gonna have a fucking string of Republicans your whole entire life. You're gonna run into a Democrat or Republican. This is two parties that basically just play off each other. They both fucking make money. They know what the fuck they're doing. They've been doing it forever.
Right.
I mean,
it's a game to them.
yeah, I mean, it's so I don't give a fuck that much because it's like, okay, I was listening to the book, The Gulag Archipelago recently, and this is about the Soviet Gulag system and how they would imprison people and how terrible it was. Like, we're just like arrest you, make you admit to anything. Right? Like, I mean, literally don't give a fuck. Just admit to anything. We don't give a fuck. We're guilty of something, so just tell us something. No, we'll just torture the shit out of you. And then eventually you're going to sign this paper. They make you sign, and then they put you into the gulag system for fucking 10 years.
The gulag.
Of hard labor. Yeah, where they just send you wherever the fuck, and you just do basically free labor. You build canals. Most of them did timber, cutting down timber. A lot of fucking timber motherfuckers. That's kind of the worst shit. I mean, there's a lot of shit on this planet and cultures and shit that's happened to people that's horrible. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
what we're going through right now is not that fucking bad. Like, so,
No.
but I mean, people will make it out to say, like, this is the most horrible time ever. It's like, you're fucking crazy. Like, anybody that tells me that, I can't be a friend. Like, you're fucking delusional. Like,
I think anybody who has like,
or maybe you got your own fucking demons to deal with. Like,
you shouldn't
hurt people, hurt people.
Dude, I fucking live by that
Fucking
shit.
hurt people, hurt people.
I don't know. When people spend too much time on the internet, you start getting entranced into that shit.
Yeah.
The internet shows a whole lot of all the bad stuff that's happening.
Well, yeah. I mean, 100% that you're all day, if you're going to watch news and all that other bullshit, you're going to see. Or you could do the opposite and literally just like some guys I work with that watch TikTok videos and literally know nothing that's going on in the world of any importance, but will literally just watch fucking whatever those 10-second, 15-second, what are those fucking things?
Yeah, one of the things we put out today.
Yeah. But like okay, etiquette for any young person. Like if you're some of the young guys I work with, they do know etiquette.
Right.
don't fucking have your volume on when you're watching a bunch of TikTok shit. It's
Or-
number one, the person, even if you showed it to that person, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to see it.
Headphones.
Yeah, put the fucking headphones on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Simple etiquette.
No, I agree with you.
That shit would drive me fucking nuts.
But I don't get to deal with people all day, every day, so
You mostly by yourself in your truck? Or?
mostly, yeah.
Yeah, I got I work at this new company. I got fucking partners now, like new partners and shit. They hired, and they're all like in their 20s. Most of them are fucking cool. You know?
Boy, there's gonna be a point in time where I'm gonna have to train too.
I'm mentoring people. Like,
Yeah,
in my
I don't wanna
mind-
do it.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm a professional at this shit. I've been doing it forever, right? I've been doing. If you've been I've been doing this for lighting and fans for 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm a professional, and I still don't know everything.
You are
I know a lot.
120%
I
professional.
know a lot about mounting shit and like making shit look good and flush.
Do you know what the definition of a professional is?
10,000 hours?
This is fucked up.
What?
The definition of a professional is somebody who gets paid to do something. You are an expert.
I'm not. Well, I'm a professional. I'll say I'm a professional.
Professional.
Yeah.
I would.
I'm a professional at this job.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, there's a guy that I work with that works there. I'm glad that he works there. That he's better than me. I mean, like I know, like he just knows more. You know what it is? People know more about electrical shit than me, and I was never an electrician, so that's not, And plus, my mind just doesn't work that way. Like I know how not to get shocked. I know how to make shit work. I know all the fucking shit that's kind of important and just putting up lights. But
So you do like lights, fans, and switches.
lights, fans, switches, and just
Stupid
low
shit.
voltage, some
Low voltage
I'm
shit.
doing some low voltage fucking tape lighting in kitchens and shit,
Mm-hmm.
which I was pretty weak on.
But not high volt.
No, I've never done any high voltage shit. No, I don't fuck around with any of that shit.
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, you go to houses and do work. I go shut the fucking power off,
Mhm.
but there's always some motherfucker.
Turns it back on.
Well, they won't turn it on, but there's always some asshole that needs it on for some reason. For what, like they need their radio on, they're working a jackhammer. These are just some of the things on the job site that are super fucking annoying.
Mhm.
I mean, that's one of them, right? When you work with electricity, you'll even have a motherfucker that will come. So, if you're doing work at somebody's house, sometimes they'll come in and turn the switch on like that when you're working on shit because it's just some weird thing. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, don't, you know what I mean?
I remember.
Yeah, people do that shit.
Working with you, yeah, I fucking remember.
Weird shit. So working on a job site, this is some of the shit that's super fucking annoying, and you know this because you've worked there before, but
Yep.
maybe not as long as I have. But
No, dude.
all the guys that need you to move for different shit,
Oh yeah.
right? So like, if you're a lighting guy or maybe even an electrician, you're like, they must not think that you rank high on the parking level because if you have a trash truck, if you have a shitter truck, if you have a cabinet truck, you'll just hear horns outside. And then, so I'll be up on a ladder, listen to a podcast that I'm super into, like Daniel Deli Bolelli or something good. And then I'm like, fuck, I have to go outside and it's like a trash truck or something. Then I have to move there's always something.
I'm gonna be an asshole for a second. You ought to see how fast they move when the tow truck shows up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, dude. People fucking scatter. I gotta tell you. Everybody watches me.
Do you pack with the tow truck?
I don't know.
You have to carry? Okay.
No.
I feel like most tow truck drivers carry and shit.
Most of them probably do, but it's not okay in a lot of policies.
Have you ever talked to John Paul? Billy's friend John Paul? He's a tow truck. I think he's a repo guy.
Not closely. I've talked to him, but
he has a fucked up arm.
I actually I don't think he was there that night. I went over to the fucking finish line.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
yeah,
like
a fucking shitty ass.
Like a month and a half ago.
Oof.
Guess who was there?
Bill Bob.
Fucking Billy with his
That's
fucking
where-
friends and shit.
That's where Bill Bob makes his money at.
Dude, I was having a good time.
Yeah, that's.
Um,
Did you guys do some coke?
No, I didn't do no coke.
I know you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it every once in a while. Coke is not really my thing,
Right.
but Coke is good when it's not in your possession.
It's become so crazy, so crazily recreational.
Yeah, I mean it's not good for your health. I mean, like a lot of things, but it's good when you don't have it in your possession and you're like,
Well, neither is Jack.
it would
but-
be great tonight. I gotta lie. Like if we had a couple lines tonight, it would be nice. But
Well, I apologize.
yeah, that's all good. Maybe another day.
Yeah.
We've never done coke together, huh?
No.
No. We haven't
Um,
really done a lot of we've only drank together really.
Yeah.
You're not my drug brother.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I have another one that's a drug brother.
I don't know if I ever told you, but I'll tell you now. But when I was living at the place you live at now,
Yeah.
one of the first times I was living there, I think you were fucking out of town, probably in Vegas or something.
Yeah.
I had a couple of people over for a little kickback and shit.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story?
No.
It's probably one of the only times, and I think
This is great.
This is great, yeah.
Yeah, no. 'Cause
I had a little kickback. We were playing like beer pong in the living room and shit where I lived, and some dude just fucking started chopping up lines on the counter, and I looked over and I was like, "Hey, what the fuck, man?
What's
And
going on
He
here?
was like, "What?" I'm like, "You're not even gonna fucking ask?" Like, dude, I live here, dude.
Yeah.
This is my fucking brother's house, and he was like, "Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you want some?" And I was like, "Fuck."
You did so?
Yeah, I did too.
All right. How'd you feel?
Well, for one, dude, I went into it shit faced. I was fucking drunk.
But that's the best time to go into it.
I was drunk, and the
Yeah,
only
you don't ever like Coke is a weird one because you don't want to do that when you're just sober. Like I don't know who the fuck would ever just do Coke when they're well, it's just Coke we're sober. No, you got to be drunk as shit.
So this gets weirder.
But, okay.
The
You
only
suck
thing.
somebody's dick.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
There was no
Oh.
dick suck. Well, not for me anyway.
Somebody
There
got
was no
fucked.
dick that night for
Somebody
me.
got jerked off.
The only thing I remember about the Coke was I was pissed off about the nasal drip.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, this is irritating as fuck.
Did you have to almost shit your pants too? Like,
No,
okay.
no. This dude
What?
also brought out fucking mushrooms though,
Oh, Coke and mushrooms.
and I fucking took
Who
a
the fuck
cap.
is this
I
guy?
took a cap,
Okay.
and then we went to Waffle House.
Jesus.
Dude, so I don't know if it was like just me or like what the combination was, but the only thing I remember like I was like stable, but the walls were super yellow,
Yeah.
and the fucking dude in front of me had some had some shit on his shirt
So you're getting some light visuals, like
from the mushrooms.
yeah, nobody was melting or anything. But
No,
it was
no,
just,
no, but
you
I
just
was
get some
functional.
Colors are like
I
popping.
was
and shit.
functional, but my vision was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it does something to your eyes.
So-
I mean, it actually makes your eyes better in a lot of ways.
But that was it. There was no crazy extremes.
Yeah.
I had a fully I drove that night. Well, I probably shouldn't say that, but
Yeah,
I
no,
fucking
it's
drove.
yeah. I mean, you seem like you're. I mean, the way you're explaining it seems like you're fine.
Yeah, I remember all of it.
If
I
you're not
fucking
just incapacitated, like
went back to the apartment and went back to fucking bed.
I mean, you know, like the time I did mushrooms, like when I was 25, and Michelle got me a stripper.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I have that on fucking DVD. Like, I mean, I used to show it on Periscope. Like, it's kind of trippy too when you see all like the way people looked back then, and it's like, yeah, my
Oh, dude,
fucking
it's a whole
mom's there,
different
my
thing.
Kids are there. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. Michelle got me a stripper when she was like super like fucking jealous, but I think she was trying to. I don't know. Maybe she just set me up. Fuck, I don't know. I don't think so. I think she was trying to expand a little bit. You know, like
Yeah.
And then she got me the stripper, and then I did these mushrooms, and it was fun for a little while. But then it's like once they really kicked in, then I was like, holy shit! Like
Fuck.
once you start like not knowing who the people you know, like the people you know, you don't know them.
Yeah,
then
when you start looking at people funny.
like, I don't know that person.
Yeah,
Like, I know
no.
that's my mom, but I don't really know her.
Like,
Like,
oh.
yeah, no, it got really fucking weird, and then I want to just bury myself in like a pile of clothes, you know, and then like then I was like, "Where's Big Ryan?" I just need to talk to Big Ryan.
I don't know if it's the mushrooms or me, but
Rest
that
in
sounds
peace,
pretty
Big
comfy.
Ryan.
Oh,
but-
yeah, rest in peace,
yeah,
dude.
But so he came. They brought him, and then
Fuck.
I go, man, I'm so like I'm just tripping. Like how come you're not tripping? And he was like, I am. And I'm like, you are? You don't look like it. And he was like, I am. And shit, like,
You look good, bro.
yeah. Well, the thing
Shit.
is, like, yeah, I had the pressure of having a stripper. Like, somebody had told me, like, hey, you have this stripper coming. Like, oh, it's gonna be crazy when the stripper gets here. And I'm like, what stripper? Like, it was Michelle Ortiz. Like, what stripper? He's like, yeah, well, I think Michelle got you a stripper or something. I was like, oh no. Like, I just started having the worst because she's like really.
Oh no.
Oh, this is terrible. And
Oh,
then,
no.
And then our mom had to come and get me and be like, she already paid for the stripper already. She's here. And I'll just walk you out and just, it's going to be okay and everything. And so she walked me out. And then the chick that they had there was this Filipino chick that looked like somebody I fucked in L.A.
Oh.
I thought it was Cecilia. Like, I was just like, Cecilia Hernandez. I'm like, oh my God, where the fuck did they find her at? This is so fucked up.
This is not okay.
Just imagine in a little tiny fucking apartment living room with neighbors next door and kids like fucking, and they're laughing, and I'm on mushrooms. They're like,
Oh no,
yeah.
no, no,
and
no,
then
no,
she's,
no, no.
and then the song she puts on the radio, like she has a little tiny radio that she put up on top of the fucking little thing right there, and it's like, I'm going down.
No.
I'm going down on you. I'm going down.
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
dude.
And then she starts getting real nasty. And Michelle's filming the whole thing right in front of my face while I'm on mushrooms. And I'm like, I have permagram, so I'm having a great time. I'm just like, oh, but I'm in my head, I'm just dying. I'm just like,
Shit.
why is she doing this to me? And like, why
Yeah.
why are my neighbors here?
Not even
Who are some of
focused.
these fucking people? I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So when it was all over, Michelle pushed the girl back. She's like, oh, this is like she didn't know this was gonna be that nasty, even though the girl never took her panties off. I mean, it wasn't a nude show, you know. But she was grinding really hard up on my dick. But it was a terror. It was a good experience in a way because it's filmed and I could watch it again. Even though when I watch it, it's so cringe. I'm just like, oh man, like, the feelings I was feeling. Okay, so then later on, she's interviewing me in the bedroom. And she's saying like, yeah, you were having a good time out there, weren't you, and everything. She got the fucking stripper.
Yeah.
I'm just like, please don't do this. I know why the CIA use LSD on people and shit like that because you're so vulnerable when you're on
You're just gonna talk.
You're vulnerable. You're just like, I'm just telling her like, please just don't do this to me. Like, please, like, show me mercy, basically, you know. Then she is like, okay, what are you feeling right now? And I'm like, I feel like a fucking pair of eyeballs. I literally just didn't have a body. I'm like a fucking pair of eyeballs that's dealing with all these fucking people with their thoughts and fucking feelings and all this other shit about me, you know? Like, yeah, and then by the end of the night, our mom was trying to feed me spaghetti, which is, yeah. So, like, once I got my shit worked out with Michelle, my wife,
Very nice. How much?
Come on, Chico. Yeah, after that, then we sat in the living room, and my mom tried to feed me spaghetti, and I was kind of coming back. But that's the worst shit you ever want to eat when you're on something like that, because it just, you know, it's like wormy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
anything that's too wormy or slushy or sloshy or fucking, I don't, you know. So, yeah, we'll have to watch that one day.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll figure it out. So what do you think? You gonna come back for more? You gonna be back for another episode?
As long as you're doing it, of course I'm gonna do it, dude.
Oh, dude.
Like I was telling you, like, this is like a nice little intro to learning how to do podcasts too. And then eventually I got a couple ideas of my own self. Like,
Do it.
You know, like,
Let me be your conduit.
yeah, like I'm saying, like, fucking, we'll start a little fucking something. I don't know.
But we've started.
10 degrees of everything.
We've started. Let that be an insight, ladies and gentlemen. 10 degrees of everything. Look for it. We're gonna work on that. Not me.
We'll cultivate it like a beehive.
But Uncle Dirty D might be working on that one. Cool. Well, I'm super looking forward to having you back because we've got a very light, so to speak, raunchy intro into the life of Dirty D.
Yeah, there's a lot we could talk about, dude. Like,
You have experienced more than a lot of fucking people that I know.
I've been to LA County Jail, but I've never been to prison.
You have such an intricate life and have followed such a fucking crazy lifestyle of just, well, the way it looks from the outside is partying and doing your own thing.
Having a good time, yeah. I was
So-
a breaker back in the day, and
You're still fucking alive and you're still fucking doing it.
yep,
And I'm excited for episode 2. So,
survive and stay alive.
in the wisest words of Dirty D, my brother Dustin. Yep. Soon.
Gonna wrap it up.
Do you have any plugs? Anything you want to add?
No, if anybody wants to watch MMA, go to OK Live. Fight Compa, all capitals. There's nobody there. I mean, I brought like 150 people with me there, like Periscope refugees, but other than that, there's a couple Russians, and I'm in the gulag. Somebody needs to find a new home for me. Like, I need to find a new home. I'm like E.T.
You'll find your way. You'll find your way, man. We're gonna help you find your way.
E.T., yeah, Dirty D phone home.
Dirty D phone home.
All right, man. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been super fun.
Yep.
I appreciate you
Yeah, dude, I'll definitely do this again.
coming on down.
I'll be your regular Joey Diaz.
Oh, Uncle D.
Yeah, we'll do some
Uncle Diaz.
we'll do some edibles, and I'll tell you they're 5 grams. They'll be 500 grams.
Man, that's just gonna
the
put my
two
ass to
zeros
sleep.
again. Yeah, well, you'll be okay for a little while.
All right. Well, that's that. Look forward to hearing from you again. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, or want to be on, go ahead and email meversusmeinfo@gmail.com. All one word. I'm on Facebook Me vs. Me podcast, or you can look me up, Sage Bogardus. Spotify, baby. Spotify. Me vs. Me podcast. The Insta, the whole thing. We're everywhere. So, again, questions, comments, concerns.
Much love, cocksuckers.
Have a good night, y'all.
A rato.
I love you.
It's